So this is,
No contrast to body styles here. So Isaac Trumble, the Nebraska recruit. Very hard style for opponents. Tall, uses his leverage really well. Some of the best defense in the country. Good on top. Not the best at leg attacks. That's one of the areas he's working on. He's already had a couple of big wins and had a big win at Nationals last year. Kind of got a high level of – he's got a very wide bandwidth. Like he lost to Andy Smith in the VTech duel, which was one of the key matches. But he scores a lot of bonus points. And you have to tell your Michael Battista story because that's just part of what we do.
All right. This one never gets old, right? So back in my day, I used to coach a national team, and Michael Battista was on it. We went down to Disney Duels one year, and for hours we are, kind of rounding the team up, trying to get everyone together, and we can't find Battista. And I don't know, maybe 2-3 hours of trying to look for the kid and trying to get a hold of him. We find him working out by himself in the hotel gym, just getting some bicep curls in. So as you could tell, it's paid off.
Good work ethic. Maybe charge your cell phone and stay aware, right?
They're just one of those kids, likes to work hard, likes to be in the gym. I believe he's a kinesiology major, and I know back in high school he said he wanted to be a doctor, so smart kid, takes care of his body. And David, you're a bit of a wrestling encyclopedia. Who was it that Trumble beat his true freshman year that people were kind of like, oh, who is this kid?
Oh, you're going to call me? I got to go look up WrestleStat. It wasn't Rocky Elam, but it was somebody like that, like a top 5 guy. Who was it?
Yeah, it was someone real good. And that was when Nick Reenan was here as well. So they were like, oh, wow, what's going on here? You got this guy.
And he was a kid that originally committed to Nebraska. I'm going to WrestleStat this as we're talking. But, yeah, he was originally a commit to Nebraska and just, they just stayed on him and just kept recruiting, until he goes, right?
Well, and that's been, kind of the secret to the success for NC State is they have notoriously had fantastic recruiting classes. They are, known to be some of the best recruiters in the country. They often have really big recruiting classes. So they know how to pick them. Find a guy who's tall, knows how to win, and will help you win even more.
Absolutely. He beat Nino Bonacorsi.
Nino, that's who
he beat Nino Bonacorsi on January 22nd of the 21-22 season.
No, that was that it?
I think so.
What about the season before that?
I am efforting as we speak. He beat Rocky Elam. I was right. Our next all-access, the ACC Life, is a very special one. It premieres Monday night. You'll take an emotional journey with ACC student athletes and administrators from all 15 ACC institutions who travel to Montgomery and Selma, Alabama, to experience and learn more about the civil rights movement, highlighted by a march across the Edmund Pettus Bridge. Dalen Cuff hosts ACC Unite, Selma to Montgomery at 7 Eastern on ACC Network and the ESPN app. I don't know why I'm questioning myself. You gave me the encyclopedia comment, and it was Rocky Elam.
So, 9 seconds of riding time for Battista, but a quick escape for Trumble. And to me, personally, like knowing these two guys and their styles, I want to see Battista get a takedown in this period to avoid having to pick bottom, because Trumble is good on top. He gets legs in, he turns guys, and he pins them. So,
ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching at home, that's how good of a commentator partner Christian Olenowski is. I'm doing the read, and he's keeping track of the riding time for me so I can be semi-educated when I come back. That's high level, Christian. I appreciate that.
Oh, anytime.
That is very high level. I can't let that slide by without giving you your flowers, man. Solid.
We'll be back here tomorrow together.
That's right.
So underhook on the left for Trumble, kind of in the hand fight here. And one thing both of these guys do is they get to like a tight grip tie, and they use their head like a battering ram and just, use it to create
They got
leverage.
different goals, though, right? Like Battista trying to get to a hook and a high crotch generally, and Trumble's trying to get you to double unders and make you feel short and get you on your tiptoes, right?
Yeah, absolutely, right. And
so real quick, I want to interrupt you because where does Battista pick this next period?
He's gonna pick bottom, but I believe he should. Oh no, Garland says go neutral, and I agree with that.
He did
right?
what you agree with, right?
Right? You scout your opponent, right?
Yeah.
You know this guy, who he is, what he's capable of, and I mean, really, neither guy has had any sort of opportunity, per se, in the first 5 minutes. So Battista got to, use what he's good at here. He's got an amazing gas tank. Can go long distances, and he gets better as the match goes on. As we saw a couple weeks ago, where he got that late third period takedown against Bonaccorsi. Nice shot, but the leverage of Trumble, and look at that kind of body lock position. Steps over.
He's going to try to switch his hands. Yep, you can see that coming. He's got to get ready to Granby roll here. Good takedown by Trumble. Yeah,
good job. And he almost telegraphed that shot. He knew it was coming. Uses his hips, creates an angle. And you practice those drills, right? You're up by a point. Guys got to come after you. Just good head hands defense. And then if they're lucky enough, they get past that. They got some tough hips to fight.
I think North Carolina State sort of coaches the way like Jack Nicklaus said he played golf. Like, I just want 18 birdie putts 30 feet below the hole. They're like, hey, if it goes 0-0, we can win the ride game. And if it goes to overtime, we can win the 30-second ride. So, you've got to beat us on our feet. We've got offense, but we've got great defense. We've got great baseline defense. Batista's to his feet here, almost out.
And that's
I just think because of that, they don't panic. And when you don't panic, you don't get tired. And when you don't get tired, there's the escape. So the takedown would tie it, but he's got to go quick.
And he takes a peek at the clock and realizes, riding time's not locked up. I could still do this.
Oh.
Shot by Battista, looking to finish.
Knock him to his hip, it could be two. Trumble's doing a nice job, hits a corner, gets a hip heist, and he's out.
And that's that, the leverage, the length, the ability to scramble. 3-1 victory.
This was basically a one-move win match here, Christian. Trumble with the nice go behind. We'll be right back with the big boys, 285, when we come back.